My name's Hazel Knox and I'm the author of The Night Pixie. This audiobook is narrated by Richardson, and I hope you enjoy listening to the story of Star's chaotic adventure that starts when she breaks the biggest Night Pixie rule. Chapter 1. Dandelion Farts.
The night air is so cold that the tips of my wings have frozen. I've been hovering above the same frosty flower for too long, dithering over whether to take it home. Dandelions make yummy tea, but they also make Granny fart like a badger. Before the cold turns me into an ice pixie, I use my flint axe to chop down the yellow flower and cram it into my gathering bag. I've survived Granny's wind problem before. I can do it again. My eyes strain, trying to pick Mum out from the garden's murky shadows. Our oak tree is the biggest dark shape. The moss-covered treehouse peeks out from its branches. Granny says when she was young, human children used to play in it, but that was a long time ago. Mum's in the vegetable patch. Her night shimmer makes the air around her ripple. She's probably looking for radishes. I hate radishes. While she's distracted, I fly higher to spy on the gardens around us. Next door, 2 fox cubs take turns rolling down a grassy bank. I glide further up above the fence to see the woods in the distance. How many night pixies are there right now having adventures? If I just go a little higher, I'll be able to... Star! Mum hisses across the grass. Stay low. I drop down below the fence line and Mum darts over. What were you doing? Sorry, I say. I was just looking. We've talked about this. The human at the end of our garden doesn't have her lights on at night, but other houses do. What if you were seen? Sorry, I say again. The sun will be up soon. We'd better get inside, Mum says. Couldn't we stay? For a little bit. We're night pixies, she says, which means we come out at night, I sigh. And we never go out during the day. Because, she prompts, day is danger. That's right, because day is full of humans, she cries. They want to trap us, keep us in cages. And when the sun's up, there's no darkness for us to hide in. No night shimmer to make us harder to see. Her voice changes. I love you, Star. Don't want what happened to your dad to happen to you. I know, I say quietly. She takes my hand and we fly to the base of the oak tree. Ready? She asks. I nod and she pushes on a worn spot. A piece of bark springs inwards, leaving just enough room for us to squeeze through. At last! Granny screeches. I'm starving, wasting away. One day you'll take so long you'll come home to a pile of bones. We've only been an hour, Mum sighs. Granny is magically refreshed by the sight of the dandelion. She totters over, her hazel walking twig tapping on the floor. Granny's so old her wings don't work anymore. She says, sniffing the flower in my bag. Any chance of some tea before bed? Helps me let go of the night's stress. That's not all it makes her let go of. I'll light the twigs, Mum says, again. Granny winks at me and makes herself comfortable in her chair. Mum spent a week carving it out of a fallen branch. I look through my other gatherings from tonight and pick out a sad-looking holly berry left over from winter. Kneeling by the fire, I squeeze the berry's last drop of juice onto a flat piece of bark, then scratch the colour around with a twig. It gradually turns into a picture of our tree, surrounded by other trees. Very nice, Mum says, looking over my shoulder. She hands me an acorn cup of tea and a slice of radish. Have this, then time for bed. When she turns away, I stuff the radish into my bag. I'll slip it back outside tomorrow night. The sweet tea's gone in seconds. Before long, I'm lying in my dock-leaf hammock, listening to Mum snoring gently and Granny letting go from the other side of the room. It's just been the three of us for as long as I can remember. Dad went missing when I was a baby. Mum told me he liked to go out gathering just before dawn. He thought the herbs tasted best then, especially parsley, his favourite. Only one morning, he didn't come back, just disappeared. All Mum found was his bag next to a human footprint. That's why she's so nervous about being outside, especially if there's any hint of daylight. Although inside has its problems too. It hasn't always been like this. When Mum and Dad were young, this oak tree was on the edge of the woods. The trees were full of night pixies. As long as it was dark, they'd be outside. All those families have gone now, as more human houses were built. But we can't move because Granny can't fly anymore. It's not her fault, but I wish things were different. Only leaving the tree to gather, no one to play with. Life isn't exactly exciting. I sigh and turn over. My tummy rumbles. I'm wondering whether I should have forced the radish down when a delicious smell hits me. My nostrils flare and I take a huge sniff, sucking as much air up my nose as possible. I sit up. Though dandelion farts are long gone, this smells like freshly dug earth mixed with squirrel-stored nuts and just fallen plums. And something else. Something new. I wish my nostrils were bigger so I could cram more in. My tummy growls in agreement. I have to find out what it is.